I'm answering a question about the Kundalini energy, the movement of the Kundalini energy. And the question was, do we squeeze the perineum to get the Kundalini moving up the spine? And is it different in men and in women? So I'm going to answer this question in two parts. Do we squeeze it? And then how is it different in men and in women? Now, I presume this question is being asked by somebody who is wanting to awaken their Kundalini and is still not sure how do we do it. And maybe you've tried squeezing the perineum, but it's not really working yet. So let me explain how it works, because the perineum does get squeezed, but sort of in a different way. Now, initially, we can feel that we are squeezing the perineum and then feeling the sensation moving up the body. Okay? That would be a good practice to start understanding that you can direct your attention, or you can direct your energy flow in a direction through the body. Okay? So there is merit in squeezing the perineum and imagining this force moving up the spine. Okay. How we really activate that movement up the spine is often not through strain. That squeezing motion is actually a natural, like a peristalsis that happens. So if we start with the idea of I'm squeezing it, we're putting in tension and strain, which is not the direction that we want to be moving in. Remember that the Kundalini energy is awake in everyone. It's just a matter of guiding the body into feeling it and noticing it. And a good way to start noticing the life source, the Kundalini energy, the core vibration, is to relax. Turn your attention inwards and to ask this question: how much can I feel? How much can I feel? Okay? So I'm going to walk you through it now. I like in the beginning to pull the awareness and the attention down, 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 and to relax the body, relax the body, relax the body, relax the body. Brrrt, I forgot something. I am sitting on a cushion. So this cushion, just sort of at the back, just under my coccyx, this cushion helps to relax the hips and to relax the lower back so that it's in a comfortable and upright position. Okay? You don't want to be like hanging there, straining to get your back up, else you support your back against the couch or something. But I like just putting a cushion there so that we can really relax. Now, imagine you are like, you know those sand timers where the sand is just like falling through, falling through, falling through, falling through, falling through. Then you get to the perineum part of your body, the perineum, and you relax, 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 open, and imagine that sand is just trickling down the back of your coccyx, down the front of your pelvis, just out your perineum, down, 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 open, open, open. And imagine you feel like there's sand inside yourself, like you are this sand timer, and the sand is just like falling. Like really feel, if you can feel it, and open and open and open and open and open and soften the body. And then what happens is, as the body softens, opens, and feels, it's really a softening and opening. As that happens, you will notice that your breath also deepens and slows down. If the breath is being held, it means you haven't dropped deep enough into that internal awareness and that internal sensation, feeling. How much can I feel? The breath sort of naturally opens. And then when the body opens so much to feel everything that is there, you start touching onto the core vibration of being, the life source, that core vibration. And the moment we start feeling that it's like an expansion, the body does this, like as this expansion explodes into that awareness area there. And then it's like a peristalsis movement, that expansion of awareness, of energy, of the core vibration, that just it wants to move. So now you've already practiced by squeezing and moving up. I can move my direct the energy up. But now what we've done is we've gone into deep relaxation, moving the awareness down, really softening, really opening, and really feeling. And then there's like a natural, like, it's like a peristalsis, like the body like swallows this, or it like moves through the body like a force. It doesn't have to be a violent force. It can also be gentle, a gentle trickling sensation. Okay, so I hope that helps. Trust me, that thing of feeling is the thing that's the biggest barrier for most people. And then also allowing your breath to meet that feeling. Really, really relax, open, feel. Okay, now the second part of the question was, is it different in men and in women? Yes. First of all, for men, if you are going to add to your amplification of sensation the genitals, which is in the root chakra, and the perineum and the genitals, that whole area activated with aliveness and sensation, blah, like whoa, truly alive, adding that sexual energy without it being projected onto anything or anyone else, but simply your ability to feel so much. Now here the perineum is going to help the men. You are going to become aware that your energy flow is flowing in this direction when you're starting to feel more and more in the genitals and in the root chakra. And then when you squeeze the perineum and direct that aliveness, instead of ejaculating, it's like you're going to ejaculate all this like explosive sensation, whoop, up your spine. There the perineum, squeezing of the perineum is going to help just to stop that fluid of the semen exiting your body, and that intense sensation of the arousal of the orgasm, to shoot that up your spine. So in that way, you can use squeezing the perineum to shoot up this beautiful ball of aliveness up your spine. That's how you can also use the perineum. Now, for women, I find usually I don't do a conscious squeeze. I simply do the bring full awareness into this area, and then there's this natural whoop, squeeze that thing. It's like a natural like whoop that happens in the perineum without me consciously thinking of contracting. You know, it's like relax, 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 expand, 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 feel, and then whoop, that happens. But on a very personal level, as my Kundalini was waking up in the beginning, I then came to realize that my root chakra and my vagina had been asleep for all these years. And at the age of 49, as my Kundalini was waking up and these sensations, pulsations were starting to move through the body, they started extending into the inner tube of the vagina, and she totally woke up to be able to feel a lot, be very orgasmic, and to have these involuntary pulsations of pleasure that I did not have before. So the orgasm was always also only at the tip or at the clitoris, but then that intense sensation and movement of started moving and activating into the vagina as well. And what I see is happening there is we are activating and integrating the root chakra, not ignoring it, integrating it into this beautiful stream of aliveness, of vibrancy, of core life source frequency, traveling right through the whole body, the entire nervous system. Okay, let me feel if I need to say anything else now about the perineum. You're welcome to ask me more questions. Oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to say. So often when we want to awaken the Kundalini, then we have this idea of it's a snake coiled at the base of the spine and it moves up. Okay? It's not really a snake, it's just the flow of energy. And it does move up, but it does not only move up. So if we have this idea of always an upwards movement that can hold us back from really connecting to our body, and to become aware that we can also move our energy awareness and our energy flow downwards through the body, you know, down and up and down and up. So we sometimes get stuck in this idea of up, 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 and we get quite ungrounded. So really grounding as well and balancing the energy of up and down. Balancing the energy down will often help with allowing free flow to also move up, if that makes sense. I love you so much.